Takže zdravím tě, vítám tě u dnešního videa a dneska se tady, jak vidíte, jdeme opět podívat se na Midnight Sun, takže dejte opět a můžeme jít na to. Ok, co máme za úkol? Join a hangout, nevím. Co je na mapě? Vykřičí.
Fine, speak.
Okay.
Feeling a chill, Magic?
You could say that. I've been staring at the night sky,
Okay.
trying to figure it out.
Figure what out?
You're observant, Hunter. You tell me.
I'm not the observer.
You overestimate my observational abilities.
Seems I have. Funny, you are the only living child of the Mother of Demons, yet I still have a greater connection to the darkness.
The darkness?
When I was holding the trans-dimensional door for you back there, I sensed something was at the docks with you. Something dark and familiar.
What did you see, Ileana?
I did not see, I said. I sensed something there. But that's not the only thing I sensed today.
Oh?
Something has
Okay.
shifted in Limbo, but I cannot quite put my finger on it. All I know is that whatever is happening is also strangely familiar to me. And when all you knew was darkness and despair growing up, that warm, fuzzy feeling of familiarity is not just a warning sign, but an alarm bell.
Do you think Limbo is
yeah,
still
that
safe
means
to
so
travel in?
Safe? Hunter, you are the sweetest, most naive demon I have ever met. Limbo has never been safe. It's just no one there would dare assault one of my portals. My presence protects you. All of you. I'd like to be left to my thoughts now, Hunter. I still have a lot of thinking to do, while I try to make sense of what I felt at the docks and the energetic shifts that ripple through Limbo. I will let you know if I do.
Jo, a z nějakého důvodu jsem prostě u sebe doma.
Good girl, Charlie.
Co jsi mě oblíbil? Už tady běhá. OK. No, tak to byla chyba, že jsem se tam přečetl.
Who is a good girl? It is my Charlie girl. Hello, my sweet girl.
Hunter. No demons to report here, boss.
Kdo budu dát F-ko, abych se jich zničil. Playing video games třeba.
I need to get something off my chest.
Go for it.
I can't stand vampire movies.
Why not?
Why do you think? They take vicious killers and present them as tragic and misunderstood.
Joke, like you.
I know someone like that.
Who?
Well, I would say look in a mirror, but I do not know what you would see.
Oh no. Only one way I'd be a movie vampire.
Oh?
If-
I would watch that.
Co to
They
bylo?
could call it Stakeout.
Why not just Blade?
Yeah, I could take it or leave it. We should do this again.
Go completed. OK. A najednou všichni zmizeli a musím tam do knihovny, tady nějaká knihovna. Tak,
I'm glad to
pozoroval
see
jsem
you're
to.
getting comfortable with the words of power, Hunter. If you're going to continue our little investigation of the Abbey, they'll be vital to your success.
Investigation?
A side project, but a potentially transformative one. With my blessing, Wanda was working to uncover what may be the most powerful.
Just what in the hell do you think you're doing in here?
Standing in the library?
I've given you free rein so you could get back on your feet. But I never thought you'd pull something like this.
What is it you think I am doing, exactly?
Don't be coy. It does not suit you. I told you how hard it's been since we lost Agatha. Instead of letting it rest, you decide to reopen the wound?
Oh, Sarah, I never thought of this place like that.
Of course you didn't. And now it's done. Why should I ever stand in your way?
That anger wasn't meant for you, dear. You know that, right? Don't hold it against Sarah.
OK.
She may try to mask her feelings, but you know she is struggling with what happened. Why are you hiding from her?
For most people, the captivating relationships of their lives are formed over a matter of days and years. Sarah and I spent centuries together exploring this world, fighting the darkness, watching cities and even nations form and then crumble. And yet we persevered together.
You still have not answered my question.
It may be difficult to understand, but she needs this time. Sending Wanda away, sealing the library, that elaborate memorial she conjured up, she didn't waste any time trying to bury what happened.
You are right. I do not understand.
It isn't up to me to reveal myself. It's up to her to accept what happened and allow herself to grieve. When that happens, we'll see each other again, but not before.
I trust you will do what is right for Sarah. So, what is it you are looking at here?
Yes, we should get back to the real reason I asked you to meet me here. Wanda's journal. The Abbey grounds have a great deal of history. Many of its secrets remain hidden, even after all this time.
Even to you.
Even to me. Wanda had taken to exploring the grounds in search of a strange energy we both sensed. Knowing that Sarah had no intention of waking you to investigate, Wanda felt it was up to her to take your place. Of course, being the clever girl that she is, her notes are written in an ancient, transient cipher that I've only just begun to understand. Have a look at the first entry.
Nazdar. Takže se budu ještě mluvit, jo, tak to zapomeň. Reach. Yes. First.
I'm sure it still seems a bit cryptic, but Wanda was definitely onto something. If you remember my altar, that's where she was conducting her experiments.
An investigation that involves experiments. Why do I feel like you are going to get me into trouble?
Since when has that ever stopped you? Let's meet out at the altar. I'll try to do a better job of explaining from there. Charlie will show you the way if you've forgotten.
Jak oni se koukám. Tak, OK. Nazdar, Pecko. Ty nás zavedeš, jo? Tak ukaž. Až na to, že já tam budu dřív, protože já tady mám talentu. Pomsku.
Noble Oster guides my hand.
Elemental altar. Tak, co tady? Mám zase s tebou mluvit. Mě by zajímalo, co by se stalo, kdyby tak udělal na
The gods are fickle.
Like most things on the grounds here, there's more to this place than meets the eye. Do you remember the words I taught you as a child?
Are you going to make me say it?
Humor an old, dead woman.
Hocus pocus.
Yeah.
You haven't lost your touch, dear. The words may be simple, but these plinths won't appear for just anyone. Each represents one of the basic elements, their power activated only by the elemental rods they would normally be holding.
And where are the elemental rods now?
Scattered to the wind, unfortunately. A side effect of Wanda's experiments here.
Let me guess.
That's right. I want you to find the missing rods and return them here. Hopefully, as I decipher Wanda's journal, her notes will aid in the search.
But you have not actually told me what the greater purpose is here. What are we doing this for?
All in good time, dear. After what happened with Wanda, I'd rather you take things slowly. In fact, I don't want you overthinking this little project. There's no rush, and you don't have to help if you don't feel like it. But there is one more thing before I head back to the library.
An arcane key?
Just a little something. A token for your efforts so far. The key can be used to open that chest nearby. Like so many other oddities around here, those chests tend to appear before those who deserve them most. Make yourself that person.
That seems intentionally vague.
It's more fun that way, isn't it? I'll be in the library working on the translations if you need me, dear. Good luck.
Dobře, hodně štěstí. Co mám dělat dál? Neměl bych si nejdřív ten klíč. Máme to vede se. Fakt, že jo. Open. Okay, okay. A proč teďka nic nemůžu dělat? Můžu. Já jsem načkal klečko. Tak, máme stejka. No, co mám dát dělat? Tak mám jít zpátky nebo? Co mi to vede teďka? Dobře, tady to jsem asi já, jestli. Nevím. Asi mi to jako říká, že mám jít zpátky tam, kde si bylo příměrci. Toho jsem. Ne, s tím nemůžu teďka jít teda.
Curious.
Teďka jsem kde?
Fascinating.
There's the door.
Does not seem right to intrude in their space. I would not like it if they tried that on my room.
Já se něco jdu spát. Aha. A ještě předtím, než jde spát, tak se mu pouští, tak má sen, jo. Ne, já tam nejdu, já jdu sem. Tak nejdu. Protože to je jako invisible bariéra. Tak ukáž.
Can that really be you? Come closer. I want to get a better look at you.
Really? Nazdar. Hej, tady se normálně pořídím snímek teďka. Počkej, jak se... Tak. Pořízen. Jdeme snímek.
After all these years, it is good to see your face again.
Wish I could say the same, Mother. Now enough with this deception and reveal your true form.
But this is my true form. The way I was when you were just a sweet, helpless little baby. You don't remember that, do you? Well, I do. Bringing you into the world was the happiest time in my life.
A też on se dopraví...
And taking you out of this world again will be mine.
I had thought the words of power would open your eyes. But I should have known my sister and her pet witch would continue to withhold the truth from you.
And what truth is that?
The truth they are keeping from you. You need only.
Wait! Mother! Where did you...
To místo bylo to, kde jsme byli úplně na začátku.
Was that really her?
So about hashtag... Yeah, I come jako.
Hey, Hunter, when you've got a minute, could you meet me in the war room?
Jak kdo má být nejdřív? Tady ta...
Things unfinished.
Já jsem tady.
If you're free, I'd like to talk.
Hej.
The intel cache we recovered from Hydra's gunship might seem sophisticated to the casual bystander, but they probably weren't expecting to go up against the likes of me. With Central's help, I can decrypt these babies in no time, providing us a valuable and fascinating glimpse into Hydra's twisted little minds.
Super.
Any new leads?
Interaktovat s nějakou věcí.
Central will crack the code. Fascinating info here. And by fascinating, I mean, now that we've decrypted the intel, let's put what we've learned to good use. Check out the available... Pick a bad guy. Any bad guy. I'm here if you need me. Developing. I'll be in contact.
Well, don't leave me in suspense. How are you enjoying the library?
I thought we were past that.
We are, but I'm still allowed to be annoyed with you. I expect a bit of pushback from the others, but not from you, Hunter.
Why not? When have I ever made things easy for you?
You had your moments, few and far between, but that's exactly my point. You know what that place, what she meant to me, and you did it anyway.
Even you admitted the library is too valuable to be locked away. I had only hoped to find something, anything that might help us in our fight against Lilith.
You could have come to me first. At least tried to convince me. We both know I wouldn't have listened, but I would have appreciated the honesty.
At least we are talking now. Silence between us would only make things worse.
You're right about that. We have bigger things to worry about. Like the mouthy alien tormenting Spider-Man as we speak.
He did risk himself for us without hesitation. We owe him for that, at least.
For once, I think the entire team is in agreement. It's only a matter of tracking Venom down.
I would just follow the trail of destruction, but maybe there is another way.
I'm sure we'll come up with something. Don't leave poor Spider-Man waiting too long now.
Okej, už jsem zpět.
Venom may have taken us by surprise once, but that's all it was. A surprise.
Jsem se bral.
Hunter, my second favorite zombie superhero.
Who is your first?
Tony, on 2 hours of sleep. So, what do you need?
I have questions for you.
Sure, ask away.
The Avengers.
Tell me about the Avengers.
Sure, what about us?
Do you think your team can find common ground with the Midnight Suns?
Look, I try not to get involved in team politics. I'll work with anyone who gets the job done. I don't care what team they're from.
Do all the Avengers feel the same?
No comment.
Tell me about yourself, Carol.
What in particular?
Your strength is hard for me to fathom.
With all this gamma weirdness keeping Banner in banner form, I'm Earth's mightiest Avenger. Once Thor realized the Hulk was in a class of his own, he was not happy to be in third place. He still challenges me to arm wrestling contests, and loses. He's much less salty since I started calling him Asgard's mightiest Avenger.
How powerful would you say you are?
When someone says we need to call in the big guns, they're talking about me. Just don't say it in front of Bruce. The Hulk is an order of magnitude stronger, no question. But he doesn't have my precision, patience, or reliability. At least, that's how Bruce put it.
That much power. And it does not seem to have gone to your head.
I do get cocky sometimes, but I don't take any of this for granted. And I always remember where I came from. Arrogance is like punching the afterburner with your wheels down.
How did Carol Danvers become Captain Marvel?
During my time with the space program, I found myself involved in a conflict between alien species, Kree and Skrulls. I got too close to a device called the Psyche Magnetron, and it completely altered me. A Kree soldier known as Marvel felt responsible for what happened and took me under his wing. He was a hero in his own right, and we fought beside each other for years. He's gone now, but I took the name Captain Marvel as a tribute to what he stood for. Since then, I've made the name my own.
Who were you before you became Captain Marvel?
Air Force pilot. I used to fly the unfriendly skies before I was attached to the space program. And back then, I was entirely human.
You are not entirely human?
Not since I uncovered actual, for real aliens. There was an accident with some alien tech that rewrote my DNA, and now I'm half Kree.
I have never heard of the Kree.
Neither had I. They have a space empire. It's crazy to think they've been around far longer than you've been alive.
Tell me about the Avengers.
Sure. What about us?
What are your thoughts on your fellow Avengers?
I'm with the team for a reason. I believe in what we do. All of us do. I'm sure you've noticed Tony can be abrasive, but I never doubt his commitment. He and Banner used to fight like cats in a sack. Thankfully, they seem to be and I can't think of anyone better to deal with a mystical enemy than Doctor Strange. He's a little out of sorts right now, what with being pushed out of his home, but...
How long have you been an Avenger?
Over a...
Thank you, Carol.
Anytime. And hey, if you find the time, we should hang out.
I will consider that.
Of course.
Hunter, hello. It's always good to see you.
What would Wanda want with your altar?
What can I say? Some people have a curious, adventurous itch that just has to be scratched. I was one of them, and so was Wanda. Caretaker, not so much. But I see it again in you, Hunter.
So you encouraged her exploration?
Of course. Why wouldn't I? What good is being as powerful as we are if we're just going to spend all our time cooped up within these walls? What's the worst that could happen? You got me there, dear. Until we speak again.
What's up?
Příště. Já doufám, že se vám video líbilo. Tak dejte like a odběr a další videa za